Okay, multimedia portfolio class. I'm recording WIMBA session 10 for your case study on webpage design or what we call wireframe design. I always like to start off our WIMBA sessions with a little show and share from the week before, which was our 3D packaging of our labels. And I wanted to give you two student samples here that I think are very well done, very well applied, and strong looking images for their portfolio. The first one here is the labels for the nail polish, the La La design. You might have remembered from last week the little bit of the WIMBA classroom critique that I had shared about the labels and creating some kind of background element to the front label to give it a little personality, a little bit of dimension, give it a little bit more layer to it. I love what she's done here with the transparency of the pattern here, where you can see the color behind it, and it pulls through with this kind of zebra-esque kind of texture and pattern. I think this is a really great way to add a little extra depth and layer to the label design. The words are a little bit difficult in some spots to read, so you might want to think about using bold for all of your letter forms here, except for the unit or the size, the long-wearing nail enamel, the 134C, the color or flavor of it. I think maybe that should all be bold. But the imagery is outstanding. I love the application of the front labels, and you can see the side scan bar, and you can see the back instructions here. I think a really strong composition, all in all, for the portfolio. I always like to see one bottle larger than another, so you might want to look at doing the purple one over here in a larger form and move it forward a little bit to take a little bit of this front space. Besides that, Photoshop work is well done. The concept is really strong, and the application of it works. So I think that's an excellent solution. We're going to slide over here to the energy drinks. You may have saw the critique last week, and sometimes I like to share with you the solutions of the critiques. I critiqued a few things, including the clarity of the logo of Mountain Dew down here. He went to brandsoftheworld.com and got a clean version of the logo. Now you can see how perfect that is, how nice and professional and clean it is. That's what we're looking for. Logo is really nice. Love the colorful movement in the background. I love that he didn't change anything, only the color. Everything else remains the same. Great use of typography down here for the flavor. He introduced this red stripe kind of going through the back of it to give a little vertical dimension to it. Love that. Gives a little extra movement to the can, kind of brings your eye, and it also pulls in the red from the Mountain Dew logo. Good use of reinforcing color. Typography looks good. Still one little typo down here for supplement. There's two P's in the word supplement. I do like that he aligned the crossbar of the T with the vertical stripe edge of the red. The balance of it is really good. The E lines up with the edge of AMP over here. I like the water droplets added to the can here to give it a little bit of dimensions. Even just the subtle little shadow here is really nice. This is an excellent application of the label design into three-dimensional form. So here you have two student samples, I think, that are very effective in their own way. Different subject matter, different types of solutions, but applied very effectively for the portfolio. The more you can take your two-dimensional solution, creative problem-solving solution, and apply it to a real-world application. We know these cans weren't made, but you can really get a sense or an idea for what they would look like if they were made. Anytime you can do that, push the edges a little bit on your design, the more the client, the more the potential employer can see your skills and apply it to a real-world application. So excellent job there. So that brings us to our multimedia. We're going to tackle a little bit of Webpage or wireframe design with our page 10 of our portfolio. So I have several solutions here, several samples of the level of completion I'm looking for your portfolio. This is a student that had created a personal web page in one of her classes for her own website design. And she's taken that design and she's applied it to 2 computer screens, a touch screen computer over here and a standard desktop computer over here. And she's introduced the hand for the interactivity. I want to see a Photoshop web page design. Can be the client of your choice, can be your own personal website, can be a product or service that you enjoy, you like, you support, but it needs to be your own home page design. Remember, a web page is normally 1024 pixels by 768 pixels tall. Your design should entail or encompass that for the computer design wireframe. Now, week 10, we're going to be designing a computer screen, and then using that Photoshop file, I want you to rescale or reproportion your design to fit a smartphone. So we're going to have a computer and a smartphone, whether you choose a tablet like this student did, or whether you choose a regular desktop computer, that choice is up to you. Now, page 10 of your portfolio is going to be the home page design that you applied in standard 1024 by 768, and then I want you to take the elements of your design and reproportion those elements to fit on a 400 pixel wide smartphone. Week 10 is going to be the computer / tablet and smartphone, and then week 11 we're going to design one interior page. You can kind of see from this student's that her page 10 included the interior page or the services page of her portfolio. I want your employer or your client to see that you're able to design at least 2 pages of a website, a home page or landing page and an interior page. Now I have several samples here, so I'm going to go over to the next one, and you'll see that this student has designed a simple landing page with the logo, the pattern, and the buttons that she has applied to an iMac computer. And then you're going to see that she's redesigned that for a smartphone, and then an interior page of a menu for her tablet, as if you could order the items off the menu right at your table using a tablet. So week 10, we're going to design a home page and then apply that home page to a smartphone. And week 11, we're going to do one interior page. Here is another home page. The student decided to incorporate the logos from some of her print applications and show you what the home page on a screen would look like for that particular business. And then I'm going to scroll over to here. So another student, and you're going to notice that they chose to create a landing page here and an interior menu page here, so you can kind of start to see the application of it. Now, you've seen restaurants, you've seen personal websites, you've seen artist websites. Here's another one. Here's a photographer, where the student has designed the home page to the photographer's website. And you're going to see this particular student designed a cosmetic homepage, which you can see on this monitor right here. And she actually designed a multimedia screen that you would see in a movie theater. And I kind of like that too from a multimedia standpoint. Week 10 of your portfolio is to create a wireframe design, a homepage design for either a personal website or a corporation or a product or service that you just enjoy and you like. It needs to be a Photoshop file at 1024 pixels wide by 768 pixels tall. It needs to be designed specifically for the landing page or the home page. It can be created entirely in Photoshop, or if you feel comfortable, the wireframe can be created in a program like Flash or Fireworks. But it's going to be a static image. Interactivity is not necessary because we are going to apply your wireframe design to a computer screen, whether it be the monitor, a laptop, or a tablet. And then I want you to redesign or reformat your home page design. You're not recreating any new elements. You're just rescaling and reformatting them to fit a smartphone at 400 pixels wide. And that will be your week 10 project for your portfolio. Everything to date has been branding manual, has been logos, has been billboards, has been T-shirt design, has been postcards and menus and things that I would consider two-dimensional one-offs. Now we're going to design specifically for the computer, specifically for multimedia interactivity on a screen. What you see is what you get. What you have on your computer is the color saturation, is the typography, is the clarity, is the legibility you get. There's no printing to any paper, any packaging, any billboards, anything like that. Everything is final product for the screen. Enjoy this project. I think this is a fun one. This gets to show the client that you not only can design for print, but that you can design for screen as well. Remember, week 10 is computer monitor, laptop or tablet, and also smartphone. So at least 2 solutions. If you like to do a computer monitor and a tablet, and then a smartphone, remember I'm a big fan of 3s and 5s and odd numbers for creating 2/3, 1/3 balance in your layout. And that will translate to next week's project, which will be creating 1 interior page minimum for your web page design. Also, that will be static as well. All right, gang, have a good project. Page 10